It's so horrible to see African descendants or African people involving themselves in a fight or a conflict that doesn't concern them. Many Iran, many Iranians or Israel is discussing the issue of Africa.
Since the World War II, the most violent countries in the world has been the USA and the Israelis.
You think you are reading the Bible, the same King James or the same what. They're not reading that Bible. These people are Zionists. They don't believe in the same Bible that you believe in. You, black people that are busy standing with the state of Israel. When Iran, keep quiet. You had your chance. Then you kept on.
Keep quiet. I'm not your mate. Close your mouth there.
I'm not your maid as well. What are you talking about?
Close your mouth there.
Fuck off when I keep quiet.
What did he say?
No, see. Who's please, I would just like him to just tell me where it's from, please. I just have one question.
Yeah, I don't want chaos on the platform. What did he say?
If you don't mind, let me go on with what I wanted to say.
Yeah, continue. Yeah.
Okay, let me go on with what I wanted to say. Number one, I will say it's so horrible to see African descendants or African people involving themselves in a fight or a conflict that doesn't concern them, all in the name of religious belief. I know that Mr. Tagfig is from Africa. That's why I wanted to ask him where he's from. You understand? And I can see how he's so anxious, he's so upset, he's so emotional when he talked. And listening to what he was saying, I would just like to ask him that there's a lot of things going on in your community. I'm not talking about his country, in his community that he can't even advocate for. And he's here to have the guts to talk about Israel and Iran. Israel and Iran has nothing to do with you. In my country, Nigeria, we lost over 200. Hold on. In my country, Nigeria, we lost over 200. Can you hear me?
Why are you here? Why are you here and you are talking about Israel and Iran? Yet there is so much problems in Nigeria. Why are you here? If you are saying he's not supposed to come and speak, why are you here?
I'm here to answer him because he is an African brother like me too. That's what I see.
It doesn't matter. So you are saying he must keep quiet.
Hold on, please.
So you are saying all of us must keep quiet.
If we can advocate for what happened in the soil of Africa, what is the point of you advocating outside Africa? If those people there are not advocating for the crimes, for the death and everything that is happening in Africa, what are you advocating for? You should be ashamed of yourself. We lost over 200 and something people in Nigeria within 2 weeks ago. Tell me which foreign media talked about it. None. And I can see my African brothers here shouting about Iran, shouting about Israel. That's a shame. I pointed to each and every African here, it's a shame. We have crisis happening in Congo. We have crisis even in South Africa. We have crisis all over Africa. Which foreign media is discussing about it? How many Iranians or Israel is discussing the issue of Africa? The way we have set up a panel to discuss about them. This is so disgusting. To be honest with you, the issue within the Israel and the Iran has to do with them. It has nothing to do with us. Who started it? Who do not start it? Who is winning? Who is not winning? It has nothing to do with us. At the end of the day, they are still one. If you like it or not, they are one people. It has nothing to do with us. So that is why I wanted to ask that brother where he's from, because I can hear from his voice that I can feel his pain. You're just being extremist. If you want to be become a religious person and not become an extremist, because when you're you become an extremist of a religion, you won't see the truth anymore. You understand? We know last year. You didn't talk about it last year. I could remember because I'm a soccer lover. I was watching a league, a game of an Saudi league last year when the Gaza issue was going on. Iran sent missile, over 20 missiles from Iran to Israel. They sent the Iron Domes helped to intercept it. How many media talks about it? So now when Israel is retaliating, everybody want to talk
So,
about it. Brother,
Richard,
let's
as soon
be
as this guy is done, you will come in. Sharp. As soon as he's done, you come in,
let's
Richard.
be
Okay.
let's be factual when we talk. Let's talk as human being, number one, and let's talk as if we have blood in our vein. Let's not talk about religion or no religion or this religion. Let's talk as human being. If what is good, what is bad is bad. You understand? I'm not here to talk about Israel. I'm not here to talk about Iran. I'm not here to talk about. It has nothing to do with me at the end of the day. What concerns me is what is happening in Africa. That's what concerns me. That's what I want each and every black Africans to talk about. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I've been listening for quite some time now. I've been listening to the Jewish guys from Israel, so on and so forth, and people all over Africa. However, I'll just maybe branch out a bit. You know, the issue of actually the Israelis and the Iranians, I think I have actually been, I'm a nationalist myself, I would say that 100%. But I think, I mean, we should actually let these great powers destroy themselves, and then we make a plan to build ourselves to be so expensive to attack, first of all. Because whatever this nonsense that they are doing, fighting each other, everyone knows the truth. I mean, all over the world, I mean, when it comes to the Iran-Israeli issue and the countries in the Middle East, so on and so forth. Since the World War II, the most violent countries in the world has been the USA and the Israelis. What can we benefit out of that as Africans, first of all? We need to build ourselves in a way that will make it so expensive for these people to attack us. That's one thing that we must actually be laser focused on. Because as long as you don't have the nukes, these people attack you. Where is the proof? Look at North Korea. These people, they think twice before they even decide to attack the North Koreans. That's where you get to understand, I mean, how powerful are the nukes. The Israelis are doing everything possible to make sure that the Iranians, they don't actually possess the nuclear weapons. That's why they attacked the Iranians, because they know that the Iranians don't have the nukes. Just imagine if, I mean, India or Pakistan did not have the nuclear weapons. Do you even understand the chaos that was going to be in West Asia? Do you even know the chaos that was going to be in that region? It was going to be crazy, but just because those two powers do have the nuclear weapons, they think twice before doing something stupid. Israel and the Americans, those are two rock states. I mean, to be honest with you, those people, they don't stand for peace. You can argue about it, so on and so forth, but that is not our business. All of those great powers, we must actually advocate for them to destroy themselves. We must make sure that they destroy themselves. The one country that should not be destroyed completely is the Russians, but the rest of them, including China, we must actually advocate for those people to destroy themselves, because that's what they deserve. Because the moment they start, I mean, fighting each other, destroying themselves, I think we have a window of opportunity to build ourselves as Africans, you know. Because as long as we don't have a serious defense force in Africa, we don't have a strong intelligence that is going to defend the Africans, we're always going to be in chaos. So the war that is happening on the Middle East, we should actually make sure that we cheer them up, that they fight more. They pull each other, I mean, together to actually have a huge concentration of forces right in the Middle East, fighting each other on their own countries, so on and so forth. And we must have cool heads in Africa to prevail, I mean, on this opportunity that is going to arise sooner or later, because this thing is not even over. Because the Americans, they did bomb the Iranians, but what did they achieve? Nothing, zero. They did not achieve anything. What did, I mean, the Israelis achieve on attacking Iranians? Nothing. The Iranians are also firing back like crazy. When it comes to who's actually doing bad when it coming to saving human lives. It has always been Iran in this thing. How many people that the Israelis have unalived in Iran? It's somewhere close to over 300. How many in Israel? It's less than 100. So which one is a better army in all those two? It's actually the Iranians, to be honest with you. The Jews are a serious problem across the globe because wherever they are, there is chaos. What they are fighting for in the Middle East is to dominate that whole region. That's it. There's no one who hate the Jews. There is no one who hate them or whatsoever. But they have been doing a great job to make sure that everyone hates the Jews all over the world. What for? Who are the Jews? These people that are in Israel calling themselves the Jews. Who are they? Where are they coming from? Those are all Western European people. They're coming from Western Europe, all those people. So to be precise, I mean, I'm not even sure if those are the real Jews or, I mean, it's just, I mean, an extension of the British power building their own colony there in the Middle East again. So we as Africans, let's just, I mean, let us actually get together, come up with a good strategy. These organizations that we have as Africans, if they don't work for us, we need to build ourselves in a way that we actually confront these people, because the moment actually the Israelis finish this conflict in the Middle East, if they prevail, believe me, mark this on this calendar. These people coming here in Africa to actually cause this chaos that they're causing in the Middle East. Thank you.
No problem, no problem. I hear you. Let us hear the speakers. Everyone, welcome to the live. Let us all tap. Everyone tap. Ambassador, how are you? Farmer's daughter, Green Genesis, Quality, Captive, Ngodze, purely South African, Underground. Everyone, welcome to the live. Femen, I was looking on stage. I'm sitting with the Israelites here. Sometimes they are bullying me. Sometimes they are saying they're gonna strap me.
Hey, my host, if I can add something, sorry. You see, these Israelites, I mean, these not Israelites, these people from Israel, they must actually do away with this thing of actually playing victims for the last 8 years. In South Africa, the apartheid ended in 1994, which is about 34 years or 35 years, I mean, on. Yes, sir.
Richard, wait a bit. So, Ora, how do you feel? Because of how people feel about what happened. How do you feel, Ora?
About what specifically?
About what the people are saying, that they are not happy with how you handle things. They are not happy with how you are. They are saying you are bullying people. So how do you feel when people feel this way?
I don't know. I didn't bully anyone, and I didn't see anyone bully anyone. I'm new to this live thing in TikTok. I don't know
No.
specifically how other individual acting. That's their business.
No,
But I'm here to be respectful.
People are saying, yeah, you are not bullying here. You are fine, but they are saying that you are bullying Palestine, and they are scared and they are not happy about that. So what can you say?
Well, I already told you my point, that the war is against the extreme Islam. And that's all.
So you want them to stop?
Let's just say...
What about the extreme Zionism that you have been imposing on everyone?
Not imposing, that's exactly the point. Do you see Israel at war with Saudi Arabia, with Jordan, with Egypt? With Qatar,
how many countries have you
UAE?
attacked? I mean, since 1948, when the Israeli state was actually established, how many countries have you attacked? You Israelis?
No, it's exactly the opposite. They attacked us.
My man,
when
don't
Israel
lie.
established,
Don't
the
come
one
here
Can I
trying
answer you,
to gain
Richard?
sympathy
Richard,
with us. We don't care with your
Richard,
what
nonsense.
exactly
The
am I lining?
Richard, Richard, I
Tell
want
me
to answer
what
you that.
exactly am I
Richard,
lining?
Richard, I want to answer you that. When
Richard,
when when the Israel got independent, when the Israel got independent, 5 months later, 5 Arabs country came together to attack them. Do you know that? Do you know that? You talk things with acts, you don't know history, you just come up because of propagandas and media, you just come up to talk. When Israel got independent, 5 months later,
Where
the
did they
the
get the
League of the
independence
League
from?
of
Where
the,
did they get independence from? Because they were actually welcomed by the Palestinians as refugees after World War II. So which independence are you talking about?
which
You also,
one?
you are Israeli
Which
sympathizer. I mean, we really
you
don't need
you
someone
are
stupid like you here.
you
You
don't know
must
what you are even
actually go
talking
pay
about.
Mossad agents. That's what you deserve. Nonsense.
You see, when somebody don't know something, they
He's
always
talking about the UN
no,
committee.
no, no. Don't do that.
Rasta. Rasta, you can hear the harmful word
Richard,
he's using because he can't engage in a sensible conversation. He don't know his
yeah,
fact.
I understand.
You
I
don't know
hear
his
you.
facts.
Because
Yeah.
I hear,
So
let's hear Looms. Let's hear Looms. Wait. Let's hear Looms. How are you?
Hi, good afternoon to your panel. Sorry, I'm in an open plan office, but I'll try and keep it as brief as I possibly can. Okay. This it's not true. Everything. I think that we are now experiencing Israeli political influencers in our space. Because if you were to ask this brother where he was born, his birth country, it's not Israel. I can tell you that most of them are not born in Israel. Number two, they start these wars, and then they cower behind other people. If it was not for USA in Israel, we wouldn't be having ISIS today. The conflict in Congo, Israel is very much involved. There's an Israeli national who is exporting blood diamonds out of Israel. The world's most famous jewelers, diamond jewelers in the world, they are from Israel, but Israel doesn't have a diamond mine. How are these people getting these things? They cause conflict and chaos wherever they go. And then they want to hide behind, we are the chosen one, we are the children of God. These are lies. This is propaganda. We saw the IDF during the Gaza and the West Bank, if you are old enough to remember the conflict in the West Bank. We saw IDF soldiers telling us that they are proud of unaliving Palestinian children. That when you go into a Palestinian town, you should unalive everything that is there because there shouldn't even be a generation that follows. We saw them say this. And you can't come here and tell us that it's just a minority. We saw them graping underage political prisoners. You look at the
can you bring
political
it
prisoners.
out? Can
Yeah,
you bring out the evidence?
I'm busy.
Can you
I'm
bring
busy
out the
here.
evidence?
I can give you evidence the whole
Yeah,
day, the
bring
whole
it out.
night.
Bring it
The
out.
Uh-uh.
problem that we have with these so-called clever
They
Africans, like this
no,
dog from Nigeria talking lies.
yes, you can't come here and tell us you must go and solve your problems in Benue State. You can't and Kaduna. You can't come here and tell us that you stand with Israel. Who are you to stand with Israel when Israel is racist against black Jews? Ask the Ethiopians who are Jews and who try to go and settle in Jerusalem. Ask them how they were treated in
They are being
Israel. You
sterilized,
can,
this is why
huh?
I mean, don't actually
Yes.
Let me
think about
Don't
it.
answer
come here.
you.
Don't come here and think
Let
that
me
you
They've
can
been
answer
be as
you.
a
sterilized.
Let me
So
answer
that
you.
they
when
don't
Let
have
me
the
answer
blacks
you.
there. Don't tell us
Richard, hold
nonsense,
on. Let
don't
me
wena.
tell
answer
us
You
her.
must go to your people
don't
there
tell
in
us rubbish
Nigeria.
when
Let me answer you. Let me
you won't.
answer
I
you,
don't
love.
want to answer. There was
Let me
never a
answer you,
question.
love.
There was never a
You can't just
question,
Nothing.
so
come
you
up
You
can't
here
give
and
me
answer
ask
an
nothing.
questions.
answer.
You must go there,
You can't
pick
give me
your
an answer. There
Tinubu
was
sending
never
you there to go
there
fight
was
for
never a
Israel, you
question. There
stupid
was never a
monkey.
question. The guy coming from Nigeria, you are also a cheap political influencer. Maybe they are paying you something. You think that you are going to get something from these people. These people
Who
don't
paid
want to.
me? You see?
They don't even want to see black Jews. Who the hell do you think you are? You think you are reading the Bible, the same King James or the same what? They're not reading that Bible. These people are Zionists. They don't believe in the same Bible that you believe in. You black people that are busy standing with the state of Israel. When
Then you
Iran,
get, then you get
Iran, keep
extremely
quiet. You had your
Don't
chance.
talk your
Then
mouth. Don't
you
tell me
kept
to
on
keep quiet. I'm not your
you kept.
mate. Close your mouth there.
I when I'm not your maid as well. What are you talking about?
Close your mouth there.
Fuck off when I keep quiet. And then the
Shut
next
up.
thing is this. Iran has complied with the world nuclear program. They have allowed observers to come into Iran. They have showed them what they are busy with. They showed them the uranium, that the progress of the uranium, what is it, cultivating or something like that. They're at a 30% capacity. On the other hand, Israel has denied the World Nuclear Program observers to come into Israel to observe how far they are with their nuclear programs. If you are talking about an aggressor here, we can clearly see that Israel is the aggressor. Remember, Israel controls the American Congress. So no matter which, whether it's a Democrat or it's a Republican, no matter which American president you have, they're still controlled by the Israelites. Remember, Americans even took an L to say we are okay with the Mossad unaliving JFK. These people worked hand in hand with the Mossad to create a narrative that Islamist extremists bombed their twin towers, only for now the truth to be revealed that it was Mossad and the US knew about it. Remember, Netanyahu went to US to lobby the US Congress and to lobby Bush and the Republicans to tell them that there are weapons of mass destructions in Iraq when there were none. Instead, they went there, they destroyed a whole country, they even stole gold reserves, they stole even a tea set belonging to Saddam Hussein. These are the type of people that you are dealing with. They are now lying about this invisible nuclear program that is happening in Iran. Remember, they also lied about the Afghan, they destroyed Afghanistan, they destroyed everything that was there, and then they created such a chaos in that country. Thank God that the Taliban has now, yes, the Taliban, they are not the terrorists. When you actually go into Afghanistan, they are actually taking charge of their country and fighting back. They will never try this rubbish with Pakistan because they will obliviate them. They will never try this rubbish with North Korea because they know what they stand to lose. These people are the same people that are sponsoring M23 in northeast of Kivu in Congo. Do not believe the lies. The guy that is here is just a cheap political influencer. He must tell us where he was born. He must tell us how he's being treated there because these are lies. Ask the black people who reside in Israel. Even soccer players will tell you that the minute they are done with the Israeli league, they want to get the hell out of there because the racism there is too much. Get out of here and go back to Europe or go back to the States where you are from and stop harassing people in their land. Stop quoting the Bible when you've got nothing to do with the Bible. Sorry.
And you
Hi,
know, the worst thing
Rasta.
about it, they quote about the fake Bible that they actually read.
How?
Gents, ladies,
Sorry,
don't
Rasta. Sorry,
start,
Rasta.
don't start,
We are not
don't start.
fighting.
You are, all of you are,
We're just
all of
stating
Rasta.
you.
facts.
Okay. Let me point out what Oloretta said. He said to talk about anywhere the Israelis go to, their conflicts. You understand? First and foremost, I will
Just
like
shut up.
you to
Because
tell
you are
me.
talking shit.
Shut
You
up
came
your
here
mouth there. Shut up
talking
your mouth.
nonsense.
You're a disgrace. You a
Nah,
disgrace.
a disgrace is you, my
Shut up your
brother,
mouth.
because you
Let me
don't
talk.
even know
Shut
what
up
you're
your
talking
mouth.
about. You must go be a Mossad spy. That's what you deserve.
Wait,
That's my worst, because people
okay,
like this, I
why?
mean, these are the people that irritates us.